Sex boy, you want to play us in? I shouldn't say things like that, not with all the stuff Diddy's going through. You can't even joke.
Pennsyltucky, John and Cigi are two buddies. Those episodes drop Wednesdays, but you can listen all week. It's Pennsyltucky, let them goofballs keep you company. You can be our third buddy, but we'll never, ever, 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 ever let you play.
We look awesome today, don't we?
I think we're looking pretty damn cool.
We look like actually twins today, don't we?
I sensed that there was some green in the air. You
Yeah.
know, maybe we were both feeling a little bit rich with envy.
What about rich with money?
Rich with money would
What
be nice.
about rich with leprechauns? Can I say leprechauns?
You can say leprechauns.
Okay.
Leprechauns is cool. I'm part Irish. I can give you the pass.
I don't want to talk about what
You have
you
25% of a pass.
Oh, hell yeah. You don't think I'm probably 99% Irish.
Then you have an even better pass.
Leprechaun, leprechaun, leprechaun.
And again, we can say that as Irishes.
I don't know enough about my people.
You don't know where they hail from?
I don't know where my people hail from. I mean, it's probably Ireland.
Yeah.
Look at me.
You got European blood for sure.
Yeah, where else am I coming from? Unfortunately.
Have you ever done like a 23andMe or anything like that?
No, I don't want to find out what I'm afraid I'd find out.
I was afraid of doing it just because I didn't want them to use my spit to like clone me, you know. Like,
nobody wants them to use your spit to clone you.
Kind of the perfect crime though if they were to do that, you know.
Multiple Johns.
Terrifying. They just shoot my DNA in the spot and then I'm screwed. They do an AI video. I wasn't even there. Boom, I'm convicted. Game over. That's why I didn't want to do it, but I did do it because a manager when I was in college like found the stuff that we were making online and was like, "Hey, you look a little bit vague. You should find
crazy.
out if you're actually as vague as you look."
Also, this manager also reps some of my friends now. I've never told them that because
we're gonna keep that hush hush.
Yeah.
We'll keep who it is hush hush.
I was like, "Oh, that's your manager." They're like, "Yep." Like,
Yeah.
How do you like them? They're great.
Yeah, they wanted to find out if I was Middle Eastern, and then they were really disappointed when I wasn't. And I checked back in recently because I was like, I wonder if my password still works. And I looked at it, and I'm like 10% Egyptian. So I was like, I could have cashed in.
Prince of Egypt.
Yeah. I'm like Jake Gyllenhaal's in that. No, that's Persia. Never mind.
You didn't tell everybody you're 50% Neanderthal, though.
I lied about that. I was kidding about that.
You're no Neanderthal?
I don't think so. I'm just hairy.
I thought you were 50%.
No.
I thought one whole parent of yours was Neanderthal.
No, my parents have very suppressed brow bones. There's just no way. Almost an indent in our faces.
Yeah, I've been noticing something.
Kind of the opposite of a caveman.
When it rains, something weird happens.
We're so modern, it's crazy.
Man, I'm just afraid that I just think that I would find out like both sides of my parents' family are like cousins.
That would suck.
I don't think we're that far from it.
Yeah. Is that a commentary on like the South? Did you know any people growing up there that was like open secret that they were related?
I have a lot of no one's like my parents are first cousins.
They don't wear it like a badge of honor.
No. Well, no one's like that. But, like, in my family, my dad's one of 11, and then my mom and her cousin married brothers. So I'm cousins with, like, their kids on both sides.
That's wild.
But it doesn't make us...
No, you're not blood related. It's just through marriage, right? Or you are blood related, but they married... far enough apart that it's okay?
No, because they're not related to each other. Oh. So it's like my mom and her first cousin married brothers.
Okay.
So I would be related to those kids even if the brothers weren't brothers.
Yeah.
Or I said those kids, they're older than me.
Yeah.
Those children. Even if the brothers weren't brothers or if the cousins weren't cousins.
Whoa.
Does that make sense?
Destiny.
I don't think you're getting it.
No, I'm getting it.
Okay.
I'm getting it. It was destiny, dude.
Yeah, so it's not, like, bad, because, like, sisters can marry brothers and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think that's bad at all. I bet there's a couple of twins out there dreaming of meeting another couple of twins.
That's sick.
I think it's exactly what happened in your situation.
Twins?
If twins marry another set of twins...
I know, but twins are already, like, sick and twisted. No offense. No offense. They're already obsessed with each other and sick and twisted.
Yeah.
So if you want to marry other twins...
You're diseased.
You kind of want to marry your twin.
God, I gotta stop drinking Celsius. It really bubbles up inside of me.
Yeah, and also it's bad.
It doesn't feel bad. It feels necessary at this point.
You can't be dependent on Celsius.
I have been dependent on so many worse things than Celsius.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I can tell. You got your big old Stanley right now.
Yeah.
That's cool. How you feeling? Dear audience, she's playing hurt. She's very ill.
Yeah. I've been sick for 1 week.
You've been sick for 1 week, and that has not slowed you down on the pickleball court at all.
Well, it did. I had to cancel a lot of things for being sick.
Really?
And I tried to be like, I'm actually fine, but it wasn't. I had to cancel 2 pickleball playings and then some other hangouts.
Damn.
Yeah, it was tough.
All
A girl like,
yourself.
well, I was never really alone, but I wasn't as surrounded as I wanted to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I get sick very often, so being sick has really made me think about my mortality.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I have a question for you.
I'm excited.
Okay. Let me get comfy.
Yeah, readjust.
Yeah. Okay. This is okay, stay with me on this question. Okay. All right.
You'll get there.
I know.
Trent, be patient. Trent, be patient, okay? CG's playing hurt.
Trent's coming at me with a paddle. Stop it.
Trent, halt.
Trent, you cannot strike. Okay. How many times do you think you've done life?
Oh, like how many cycles? If we're doing
Yeah.
like Buddhist theory of reincarnation, how many cycles?
Yeah.
Oof, man. Oh.
And I'll give it doesn't have to be as a person.
Interesting.
But I think I want to know how many times you think you did it as a person, and then if there's other things you think you've done it as, you can say those as well.
That's a really good question. My gut instinct is like, I've probably gone through it more than once, to the point where I'm like familiar. I'm not like super scared of life, but I also am not like totally comfortable behind the controls. I don't know really how to move through it efficiently. I haven't memorized the map of the game or like anything like that. I really am just like, I kind of know where the buttons are. If life is a video
game, John.
I know where the buttons are, but I don't know the layouts of the map.
Yeah, so I'm curious of what's your number?
It's probably like 3.
You think you've done it 3 times?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Here's my question. Okay, so if I've done life 3 times, I maybe have done it. I don't think I've ever done it as an animal. I think I've only been a person.
I don't think I've done it as an animal either.
I don't think I have like an animal instinct inside of me, like a really aggressive one. I think if I was a tiger, I would know I was a damn tiger before.
Yeah.
I would have tiger tendencies.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm just like, no, I got like nervous guy energy from being a nervous guy my last 3 lives.
You could have been a nervous dog.
Could have been a nervous dog. Put a little vest on me.
You could have been a nervous dog wearing a vest.
Give me little CBD treats.
You could have been a nervous dog doing sit, kill,
yeah.
lay down, stay.
I was a show dog.
Treat on nose. Yeah, you were a show dog. Treat on nose. So you could eat it.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to ask you the same question, and then I have a fun theory about that. Idea.
Okay. I think there's only one. There's 2 options for me. Mm-hmm. I am either on my first trip, living in bliss.
Yeah.
Or I've done it 1,000,000 times. There's no in between. And I think that because I think people, and when I ask people to tell me how many they think I've done, that's always the answer I get.
Yeah.
It's either your first time or it's your 1,000,000th time.
Damn. So I'm the only one who's claimed 3.
No. When I ask people what they think I have. Because
Oh.
normally it'll be like, what do you think you have?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, well, I think you have this.
Yeah.
This is my favorite question.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about it a lot while I've been in my house.
I think you got a fresh attitude. I think this might be your first trip around the sun.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I say. The people with first trips are generally, if I can say, pretty pure and pretty like, everything's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I have too many feelings. The only thing that keeps me from being like my first trip is like there is like a deep sense in me that like everything works out.
Sure.
And I think that comes from somebody who's done it enough times to know.
Someone who has the experience. You have the data points of being like, no, historically it always has worked out.
Yeah, because I think there's something like deep within me that's like not that worried about timelines in this life.
Yeah.
But like maybe has seen enough that I can live as like a first timer a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You've done it enough times that it does start to feel fresh again. Like you've realized like none of it matters, so all of it matters.
Yeah, like these are the important things. Like I've focused on every other wrong thing in different versions.
Did you smoke weed at all this week? This feels like a weed thought.
No.
No?
Couldn't smoke.
Because like this is I can't. This is the kind of shit I'll smoke with somebody who doesn't usually smoke, and they're like, "Hey, are you actually here right now?" Like I feel like maybe I'm the only person, and like everyone else is like a simulation, and I have to be like, "No, I'm here. I'm a real person."
I don't think that.
There's a fun. I brought that up to get to this fun theory of like the idea that you are the only person here. Right, me and Trent aren't actually here. We're like figments of your imagination, or NPC of some kind, right? But wait, so the idea is that like with reincarnation, you come back as every other person who's ever lived. Every animal, every living being, you have an experience as them. So you truly understand the full spectrum of the human experience because anyone you've ever hurt, you've been that person. Anyone who's ever hurt you, you've been on the other side of that. And it's like this idea that to become God, you have to like live every single life possible, so you have the full understanding. Does that make any sense? Does that make you feel a way? Do you like it?
Wait, is that a real theory?
That's a theory I've read online before.
Oh, I think there's no time.
We're not being very funny right now.
There's no time to be every single person.
What do you mean? Time is eternal. Every moment lasts forever.
I used to be terrified of eternity as a kid.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that.
Yeah, I don't like the idea that time is eternal. But
I
don't want it to end.
That's the only thing I believe is that like every moment lasts forever. Like,
that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think of things as like a reel of film, you know? Like even after the movie ends, that reel of film is still there, and that frame that you saw is still within there. You know, you can go back and look at that frame again, but you really only get to perceive it when you're watching the movie in real time, you know? So right now, I get to see this frame of you and me, but in the movie of my life, this frame is always in the sequence. Do you know?
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
And, like, maybe you can go back and, like, even if you could go back in time, like, what if nobody's there? Because they all just moved in time with you. So, like...
That's what I don't really believe in. Well, I don't believe in time travel.
Yeah.
But, like... The idea of time travel, like, doesn't make sense if you really... What were we watching the other day about time? Were you part of that?
I wasn't there for that one.
Oh, Jesse came over. You weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching about time, and I just had... It's a beautiful film. Uh-oh. Sorry.
That's that twin telepathy. First it was, you know, we both wore green. Now it's you're burping my Celsius.
Sorry. But every time he'd go back... Okay, wait. Wait. Every time he'd go back, I'd be like, why would everybody still be... Like, why can you go back in time? Like, everybody should be where they are now.
Right.
So the idea of... Yeah, I was just like, there's something about this that's, like, not computing, or I'm thinking about it too hard.
If you could go back in time, let's pretend time travel is real.
Okay.
And when you go back, there are people still there. They didn't all move through time with you.
Okay.
Where would you go and why? Doesn't have to be from your lifetime. You can go anywhere. You can pull some I was born in the wrong generation bullshit and be like, Woodstock. Like, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm cool with whatever you pick. Hey, do you think that I'm cool? I kind of have a Spider-Man haircut. Do you think that I'm cool?
Do you think that I'm cool? Is that an Apple Watch?
Is that an Apple Watch?
I would go. I don't know. I am not someone who's like, obviously, the more things I learn about, I'm like, oh, I would like to experience that or whatever. But like, I'm someone who's pretty much like, my life right now is the one that I'm supposed to be in.
That's crazy. I'm so impressed by that. I constantly am like, I think I've made every wrong decision possible.
Every wrong move to somehow be right here.
If where I'm at is the culmination of every decision I've ever made, then maybe every decision I've ever made was a little bit wrong.
I can't afford to let myself think like that.
It's a dangerous game.
I can't. I have to just believe that like timing is always good and
Sure.
right. And
Sure.
yeah. I don't know. It's a dangerous game that's not worth it.
Totally.
You know what I mean? It's like also like the whole
It's
like
unfortunately the only game I have tokens for. So I have to play.
it's like the idea of like, is there an afterlife or not? Well, I would just rather live thinking that there is something nice. We don't actually know.
No, totally.
So why not just be like, I'm going to spend... First of all, it's just better to spend your life being good to people. That's just no doubt the right way to be. And if the thing that gets you to castles and pools and whatever is just being good to people, doing the right thing,
Yeah.
why not?
So do you think morality comes from an inward place or from outside? Like, are you taught morality, or is there an inherent system of beliefs within you that like make you a good person?
I think a combination of both. But I think there are people who are just like, even as like a kid, there's like no age I was like never like ornery, never bad. Like I was always driven by like, don't do that, that could hurt somebody, or don't do that, that's bad. So I do think people like are built in with some sort, and I don't think that necessarily what I am like is right and wrong. As a kid, I don't necessarily think that is truly right and wrong. So this is actually a complex question. But yeah, I think that people have their own, and then your parents also instill it, or whoever you're around.
I agree.
Well, think about like a kid who's just like 3 or 4 and they just lie.
They're funny.
It's funny.
It's really funny.
It's really funny.
My friend has a 19-floor house, and it's on wheels, and they drive it around the neighborhood, and they're picking me up to go to the movies later. I go, fuck yeah, brother.
Exactly.
That's real shit.
That's what I'm saying. So a kid who makes stuff, a 3 or 4-year-old is not taught to lie. They're
I
just
think they
doing
just try
that.
it out. I think one day they say a thing that isn't true, and they don't get caught, and they're like, "Ooh, that's an option? Didn't know that was an option."
See, I don't know how it happens, but I'm just like, just because I didn't tell lies doesn't mean that kid is bad and I was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just had a more creative mind than you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe my mind couldn't think of a 19-floor house on wheels. My mind was like, we live in a ranch. It's got 1 bathroom and 6 bedrooms.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we discovered last episode that you were too stupid to even plan for the future or dwell on the past. You have to be right here, right now. So, like, maybe just as a kid, you were on the same wavelength where you're like, I can't create a non-reality. What the hell?
I can only be... What the hell?
It took you years to develop the ability to create Thomas the spectacularly dressed tulpa.
To be fair, I didn't even create him.
Yeah.
I just help his legacy live on.
So you still don't have the intellectual abilities to live outside of reality.
How am I an improviser? I can only say facts.
Strong listener.
Strong listener.
You plant your feet, you respond honestly. That's all Cigi does. She's an actor up there, you know? What else do we have?
What do you mean, what else do we have?
I had another big question.
Oh.
I had a big question that I wanted to ask you.
Can I ask you a question, CG, while John looks this up?
Yeah.
If you only believe in heaven, are you saying that all the people who are bad also go to heaven?
It's a great question.
Nah. They're somewhere else.
So then you do think there is a hell?
I think hell is just the absence of God.
You're big on absences.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, a fiery lake, like I grew up believing, is just...
It doesn't have to be a fiery lake.
I don't know. I don't know for sure, because I also think the spectrum of, like, good and bad is, like, not up to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know all the rules.
I wonder if you can get like a day pass just to break it up a little bit. Because eternity, that is a lot, right? And that's your big fear is that you have to stay there forever.
Yeah.
What if like every 1,000 years they give you a day pass to hell? You just get to kind of walk around, watch Hitler get sodomized by a bulldozer.
I come back looking like weird Barbie or whatever. Like,
yeah. You're like, I can't wait for the next 1,000 years.
see, she had her day in hell. When she comes back, be really gentle with her. She had her day in hell.
That could be fun. That could be a fun way to break it
sleep
up.
for 50 years.
Also, that would make you appreciate heaven a lot more.
Yeah.
And vice versa. If you were in hell and they gave you a day pass to go to heaven and see what you're missing out on, that would make hell suck so bad. Because, like, imagine this. You're Hitler, right? You're getting bent over a barrel by a bulldozer. And then you get to go up to heaven and you get to watch... I'm trying to think of who's a good guy in heaven. Most of the people that die nowadays are bad guys.
You get to watch me play pickleball in a pool.
Right. Forever.
Forever
For a day. That would make you really hate hell, you know?
Yeah.
Like, day 999, you're like, oh, man, just another day in the office. Got to get this bulldozer shoved inside of me. And then day 1,000, you're eating cotton candy out of Jesus' beard. He's got a cotton candy beard, and you're pieces of
I'll
that.
tell you what, I'd be up there scheming.
Yeah?
I mean, what do I have to do? I'll rat out anybody. I'll do whatever I know how to do to get up here.
You'd be selling secrets of hell.
Yeah, I'd do whatever I had to do.
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, Jesus, by the way, sometimes in hell people smile. We got to punish those people. By the way, you should bring me up here.
By the way, I can be your spy.
I'm on the waiver wire right now.
I can be your spy if you need a spy.
Yeah. You always hear about fallen angels. You never hear about rising devils. You know?
Yeah. A
Devils-
devil rising up to be an angel.
Yeah, a real rags to riches story.
Yeah. Sounds like a journey you could be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's my third try.
Something for you to work towards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, the idea of, like, doing life over and over and over again kind of negates the idea of heaven and hell, right? 'Cause
Maybe-
you just come back into Earth.
And you have a shitty life, and that's hell. And then you have a good life, and that's heaven.
Which one are you in right now?
Somewhere in the middle.
Purgatory.
Depends. Yeah, kind of. Depends on the day, but for the most part, I think I'm leaning a little closer to hell.
No. Would someone in hell get to do a podcast with me?
They might be forced to.
Who forced you? Who's
No, I'm saying a
been
person
forced?
in hell.
What?
Dude, this episode's all over the place. Trent, how much time have we done? Should we just start over?
You've done 26 minutes. Jesus Christ.
No, we can't start over.
We might have to.
What's wrong? Me just understanding that one question you asked?
No, I'm worried that we're not being funny. I'm worried that we're being too serious and not being funny enough. We're waxing intellectually.
Yeah.
We like that?
I'm enjoying your thoughts on things, both of you.
Okay.
Did you guys live by your words?
I did live by my words, as a matter of fact.
What were they?
The words that I was assigned this week were that you can always tell the winners from the starting gate, right? And so the seasons have not started yet, but there's a clear winner of the off season for the NFL, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles, folks. You can currently get them at 17-1 odds, so I would recommend you put your mortgage on that before the season starts because they are the decided winners. Cigi? How do we
I don't know what any of that means. I know the Eagles.
bet on them?
No,
Throw money at that.
I
That's the
wouldn't do
move.
that.
That's the move.
I have, I've signed on the dotted line to cheer for the Chiefs.
Mhm.
Because that's just, what's happening in my house every Sunday. So I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fine. And I'm going away from the Chiefs. I'm going to the most irrelevant team in the business, and that's the Titans.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I've been a Titans fan because Kentucky doesn't have professional sports at all.
Right.
They
Right.
have Kentucky basketball, which is better than professional sports.
I haven't been. Is it? Like,
Well, it's like we've won the most tournament. It's like a whole...
got you.
Yeah. So we don't have any professional teams. We have like horse racing and Kentucky basketball. So then you got to either go up to Cincinnati or you got to go down to Nashville.
Damn.
And I'm picking Nashville.
Fuck yeah, dude. Because you're a Preds fan, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Preds are fun.
They are fun. I went to a Nashville Predators game when I was moving my brother out to Nebraska. We drove out. we stopped in Nashville briefly, and it was so funny because they're called the Predators, and they kept referring to it as Smashville. And I was
Yeah.
like, guys, that doesn't sound good.
They
The Smashville Predators?
they don't think
You should
like
just
that.
be the Philadelphia Bill Cosbys.
Did you
That's
know
crazy.
when you live in bliss, you don't have to think about the things you're saying. And that's the Predators. They said, that means nothing to us. We're happy. We're
Yeah.
not thinking about how this sounds. We're just having fun.
As an outsider, I walked in and I said, I think we're all in danger.
They said, every time we score up, we're going to play I like it, I love it.
Uh-huh.
I like it,
I
I love it.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to go nuts.
Yeah.
We're going to wave our towels around.
Mhm.
People are going to beat each other up.
Yeah.
We're going to go wander around the streets after this.
It was fun. We're going to Kenny Chesney bar.
We're going to go to one of the famous men's bars and...
Yeah. I think I went to Kid Rock's bar when I was there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was fun.
I'm trying to do a show there this summer.
Yeah?
All my listeners, buckle up.
Come to the Pennsyltucky stand-up show starring just Cigi.
When we call Pennsyltucky, we will not be bringing John. He does not know how to behave in the South.
I shut the shit down way too hard.
They like you in Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think
you'd be
so.
fine there.
Yeah. They would like me
Yeah.
the most.
Not more than me.
No, but the most of anywhere that likes me. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I would do quite well there. I'd walk out and say, howdy do. Y'all motherfuckers ready for some blue-collar comedy?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think they'd really like you down in like Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Florida.
Yeah.
You consider Orlando?
I haven't considered Orlando.
You consider going down there and touching bases with them people?
No, I have not. They scare me deeply.
They scare me deeply.
I saw a man on the news who had alligator teeth in his mouth. I said, what the hell?
What
I
the
said, what
hell
the
is that?
hell?
And then part of me was jealous.
Yeah, he looked good.
I said, if I could figure out how the hell he did that, I'd put some in my head too.
My dentist says, no way, Jose. I say, you're the only one in my network, doc. You're the only one who can do this. You're in my network. Please install these sharp, jagged teeth in my
I
teeth.
spend my whole year looking for the same animal.
Yeah.
I find the same dead animal to get enough teeth to fill my head. My dentist in LA will never put a different animal's teeth in my head. I say, take all these out, put these raccoon teeth in. He says, no.
He says, it doesn't matter how covered by insurance it is. I have a moral obligation.
He said, this is between me and God, and the answer is no.
Yeah. I will not make you into an abomination of the Lord, he
And
says.
I said, I'll come back in 1 year, and if I still want these teeth in my head, you'll do it.
And he'll do it.
And he said, no.
Yeah.
And he said, in fact, don't come back.
That's what he did. He put me under with laughing gas. Gave me a fucking beautiful haircut. I said, that's not even what you do. That's not even your job.
Cleaned up my teeth, and I said, I want them dirty. The fuck?
The fuck? I went to see a scary movie last night.
I was gonna go see that at an earlier hour, but the hours were bad.
The
How
hours
was
were
it?
bad. It was pretty good. I liked it. I think it's called Late Night with the Devil. And it's cool. There's some weird. They use like AI for like any static images, and they keep cutting away to it. And when I was going to see it, like on the way there, I was like, I wonder if I'll even like if I would notice the AI if they hadn't mentioned, like if I hadn't seen so many news stories about how they used AI to make the movie. And then watching the movie, I was like, oh yeah, I would have. Would have taken me one frame to be like, I've made that on AI.
I remember the first movie I ever saw in HD, and it was so crisp, I hated it.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
that's a hilarious first movie to
It
see in
was
HD.
literally just like I was so out of the film, which I should have been so engrossed in, but I was like, it's too crisp.
Yeah, you were counting pores on Jim Carrey's nose.
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck?
I said 800. That's too many of anything to be on anybody's face. It's too much.
Did you like Mr. Popper's Penguins? Like
Nah.
otherwise?
I think I liked the book. Movie was ace.
Yeah. I think we're at a point now where I don't really want things to be so HD. I would like a little bit of blur. Especially because
Yeah.
actors and actresses now, all the new ones are not hot. They're ugly people that they're trying to convince me are hot. And I'm like, maybe we blur their faces a little bit because this person looks like a fucking freak.
He doesn't mean it.
I don't.
I have noticed though that like I am part of the problem Because when I watch a show where like everyone's conventionally beautiful, I'm like, this is good TV.
Dude, I watched Riverdale for 8 years, and the whole time I was like, this is the best show ever made.
It's like, these actors are actually bad. They're just beautiful.
Here's what I'll say. The Riverdale actors are actually good. They're doing the most that they can with the little amount of substance they have on their plate.
They're doing the most they can with how little they've been given.
Exactly. And that being said, they're actually, like, their dialogue on that show is crazy, but the plots of Riverdale are mesmerizing, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's hot people doing late night supernatural soap operas, and I am engrossed the whole way through.
I've never even seen an episode.
It's the best. So the first season of Riverdale kind of starts as like the CW's attempt to make like Twin Peaks, you know? It's like very teen melodrama bullshit. It's like, you know, the homecoming king showed up dead, and there's a mystery in the town of who killed the most popular boy in school, right?
First episode?
That's the first episode. It's like very similar.
Starts out high
Starts out,
stakes.
which is exactly how Twin Peaks starts. It's Twin Peaks, the homecoming queen dies, and everyone's like, what the hell?
Okay.
But like it starts out being its own thing, right? It's like this is a dark imagining of the Archie comics universe, right?
Yeah.
And then by like season 2, there's like mind control drugs called Jingle Jangle that they call Jingle Jangle every time they say it. They don't shorten it for like another season when they're like, we should probably just call it JJ, right? Like it's
Jingle Jangle.
It's Jingle Jangle, and it's literally pixie sticks. They're all doing pixie sticks. And then like season after that, they all start playing Dungeons and Dragons, but the games of Dungeons and Dragons that they're playing have like direct correlations to things that are going on in the town. So it's like this board game is like
Ouija boarding kind of, or voodoo dolling.
Yeah, but it's for the whole town, and it's being controlled by this monster called the Gargoyle King.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just like, then there's an organ harvesting cult that's run by nuns and it's run by nuns and Chad Michael Murray, who's dressed as Evel Knievel.
Michael Murray's in Riverdale?
He plays a cult leader whose plan is to fly a rocket to the moon. And it's like,
That
he's
makes
literally
me
dressed
sad.
like Evel Knievel, and he's on a big red rocket like Johnny Knoxville in Jackass #2. And like, it's the best show I've ever seen in my life. The hierarchy of like best television shows of all time. It's like The OC, Riverdale, Entourage, Sopranos.
And where did Sopranos fall?
Sopranos was 1A, actually. I revised. So originally it was OC 1,
Okay.
Riverdale 2, Entourage 3, and then Sopranos 1A, Riverdale 1B, 2, 3 still stay the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
For sure.
totally.
I think a lot of people agree about Sopranos, but
Sopranos is the best show of all time, objectively.
Yeah.
Riverdale is more of a subjective
kind
situation.
of for those who get it, kind of the higher
Yes, it's for the girlies that know, you know?
the intellects, the artists.
Yeah, the girlies that get it.
And
The
I
ones
could
that
never.
Don't. Right. Well, you haven't given it a shot. I think you would get
That's
hooked
true.
in very quickly.
I
The third time they
feel-
do Secret Twin, you're going to be like, I love this show.
What's Secret Twin?
They kill a character off, and then they go like, nope,
Oh.
Secret Twin. They got a Secret
Yeah,
Twin.
yeah.
They're back, Secret Twin. They do it all the time.
I would kill to have a secret twin.
Oh, yeah.
If I could have
You
one...
couldn't keep that a secret.
What, do the people know they were twins?
In the show?
Yeah.
No, there's no one knows.
That's-
It's just a character shows up, and they're like, oh my god, the evil twin.
That's what I mean. I wish there was an evil one of me. Or maybe I'm the evil twin. Wish there was a nice one of me running around. I don't know. Whichever.
Yeah. So you want to be out of the loop as well.
Yes.
It's a surprise to you, too.
Yes, I want her. If you're my twin,
Have you ever seen a doppelganger of yourself?
no.
Really?
Nobody looks like me.
That's true. You're one of a kind. You're like Willem Dafoe in that way.
I'm unique. I'm just like Willem Dafoe. I'm unique.
Very unique, yeah.
Yeah.
You got a specific look about you.
My mom looks like me. My dad looks
Cigi's
like
over here
me.
claiming to be Tigger. Most
I
wonderful
am-
thing about me is that I'm the only one.
I'm one of one.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom looks like me, but none of my siblings do.
Right. Right.
Um,
I've seen a doppelganger of myself once. It was
Where?
very scary.
Where was she?
It was funny, CG.
Where was they?
Where was they? College.
Where was they at?
I was walking past somebody. They weren't wearing glasses. I was, and we both looked at each other like we recognized each other. It was so like we were both like, "What the fuck?" and just kept walking. And I still think about that.
Did you ever see her again?
No, I never saw her again.
You really didn't?
No.
Wow.
No, I was walking to class one day,
Maybe
and
she
I
was
passed
you.
with the most beautiful woman ever, and I went, "You look like me, sexy thing." And
I believe in secret twins.
yes, you sexy thing. Sexy thing.
There was a girl in college. I would see a picture of her like out at a party or something, and at glance think it was me.
Mm-hmm.
And like people would agree, but then like us together,
Yeah.
we did not like look. It was very weird.
Yeah.
Just pictures.
It's like from far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I wasn't there, and then they'd be like, oh, it's not me.
You ever? I mean, this happens to everybody, but it's truly the most embarrassing thing in the world when you see somebody you think you know from far away, and you're like, especially because I don't even just do like a wave. I'm always like, "What's up, fucker?" And then everyone looks at me, and I have to be like,
See, I've defaulted to like not saying hi.
"Yeah,
Not really, because I always say hi, but like I've defaulted to getting like too close before. Like the example, did I tell you? I haven't talked on the podcast about the sugarfish where multiple friends got set. I didn't tell that story, did
no,
I?
I don't think so."
Allie and I went to Sugarfish the other night. We had been planning it. We were so excited. We get sat down at a two-top. There's two more two-tops next to us open. We were talking, and we were using, like, full just, like, names that, like, we weren't saying anything bad. We were just catching up from the week.
Mm-hmm.
Using full names that if somebody walked by and heard, like, this and this together, they would know exactly who we're talking about. So I was, like, looking around. I was like, we should be careful because, like, the place is, like, small and packed. And we're like, we don't know who people know. And we should be more careful. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, we don't know anybody around us. Then Dylan Adler and his boyfriend walk up behind us, and Allie all but, like, puts a chopstick through my eye to get me to, like, stop saying names. Which, again, we weren't being, like, anything we said wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was just using names.
It's just you're being specific.
Specific, yeah.
Yeah.
And then saying my feelings around those specific names.
Yeah.
No, it truly wasn't bad. Anyways.
But small world, that's kind of what you like about LA when it feels like a small town.
That is
You know,
what I
and
love about LA.
That's classic small town vibes right there.
Well, Dylan.
Does that happen to you in New York? Hey, New York. Do you ever go to a restaurant and your friends accidentally get sat next to you at the Sugarfish? Didn't think so.
I don't think so. There is Sugarfish there. Y'all should go. It's so good.
West Coast, best coast, though. At our Sugarfish, you see each other.
Exactly. Well, that's not even the end. You're not even to the best part.
Baby.
But Dylan Adler has a twin.
Whoa.
So.
And Dylan Adler's an adult. It's so rare to see an adult twin in the wild.
Well, they
A
do.
set of them? A full set? Yeah, right.
Well, they weren't together. But Dylan, I don't know his brother. I only know him.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets so close to me, and I keep being like, "You could be your brother." I'm freaking out because I'm like, "It could be your brother," and then he was like, "Hey, Cigi," and I was like, "I have to tell you, I thought you might be your brother," and we were laughing so hard, and then that was fun. They sit by us. Then 5 minutes later, Gabby Boyd and her boyfriend John get sat in the next seat down.
No way.
Friday night, you could be eating anywhere. We're all at Sugarfish sitting in a row together at the same time.
Sick.
It was awesome.
I feel like that happens to you a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, you are Mrs. Popular Pants. You know people.
Well-
but I feel like you be going out and people be saying hi.
Yeah. The other night, we were at Quarter Sheets,
Mm-hmm.
and our friend Ruby was sitting in the window.
Wow.
I said, Ruby?
What are you doing at Quarter Sheets by yourself, you loser?
Hey, Ruby, where are your friends, you sick freak?
Yeah.
No, Ruby was with friends. I was with friends. Ruby spotted us, actually.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. You were wearing your reflective vest, though. Very easy to spot.
No, I quit wearing it. People said it was embarrassing.
She was dressed like a garbage man.
People kept being like, "Can you grab that garbage bag?" And I was like, "I'll do it, but I don't know why you're asking me to do it." Yeah, another place I went the other day and saw multiple people that I know.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy about that whole day, though, so I've been in this fitness competition. So, and by the way, hit one of my big goals that I've been aiming towards for a while. So
Hell yeah.
Better. But
Is it the tattoo goal?
Yeah, to get my whole ass cheeks covered.
Well, didn't you say for a while once you hit like a certain number, you were like, I'm gonna reward myself with a
Oh, that is this number.
tattoo? So I think you gotta go get yadded. Maybe
Oh
I'll
my
go with you. I'll go
God.
get something.
Let's go get yadded.
I'll go get yadded. With
All
you.
right, all right. We're doing that.
Cool.
All right, tune in. What should we get? Next podcast is getting recorded from the tattoo parlor.
I don't know if they'll let us take up that
No,
much space.
they will. No, they will. You don't know who I know in
Yeah.
this town.
Let's brainstorm tattoos. What are you gonna get? Trent, we're gonna go long. We're brainstorming tattoos now.
I don't know. A lot of my tattoos come from not really my choice.
You let them just pick it.
I think I gotta get something a little feminine because right now I have a skeleton that I got with Caitlin and Shrew.
Just get a pinup girl. That's feminine.
Oh, probably not. I have a cigarette because the guy said it was his dream to tattoo a cigarette on somebody.
Interesting.
I don't even smoke. So the people pleaser, I said, "Oh, it's your dream to put that on me?" And I let him do it. Now I got a cigarette on my arm. I don't even smoke weed. I got Yeehaw. I did pick this one.
Yeehaw's cool.
Yeah, Lily did that. It's a little smeared, but I still like it.
That adds to it though.
Yeah. Says you got that one at home, didn't you? I love the penmanship though.
Yeah.
Maybe like a floral or something.
What's the most girly thing you can think of? Let's build on this. Let's build this one item at a time. I'll start. Pot leaf. So we're gonna put whatever you pick in front of a pot leaf. So we got a big pot leaf on your bicep. Now what goes in front of it?
Hot dog.
Okay, so we got a hot dog. And I think the hot dog should be wearing a ball gown. For the femininity of it
a
all.
hot dog in a ball gown. Okay.
Okay, so now you add something.
I think she's also wearing, and these are just for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing thongs, but we can't see them.
Thong sandals?
Thong underwear.
Whoa.
And she's wearing stilettos.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So kind of a sexy, glamorous hot dog stoner lady.
Yep.
Okay. She's got a sparkly guitar, like early Taylor Swift.
Early
2009 Taylor Swift.
Also, her hair is, it's gorgeous.
Big Dolly Parton hair.
Dolly Parton hair.
I'm seeing
That's
big hair on
Because
her.
I was thinking big. I just didn't know who.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it should say in text over it, I am millennial, hear me roar.
Oh, John, you're poetic. Hear me roar.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a hot dog in front of a pot leaf wearing a ball gown with a sparkly guitar and Dolly Parton hair.
And stilettos.
And stilettos. And above it says, I am millennial, hear me roar.
Yeah.
I feel like we're almost done with this tattoo. What else is there?
Maybe there's a butterfly flying around her.
She has wings.
No, it's flying around her.
Oh, okay.
Like bringing good luck.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Where are you going to get it?
Probably
Bicep?
somewhere really, really noticeable.
You should get a slutty little thigh tat.
I do want a thigh tat.
Yeah. You censored yourself there? You weren't going to say the S word?
What are you patting over there?
My thigh tat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trent's, what do you got? Piece of pizza and a wiffle ball? And the Chicago.
flag.
Yeah, dude.
Slut.
My boy, this boy
He's
a
a
damn
slut.
hooker.
That's why he keeps his pants on in the studio. So you gotta leave those on.
Yeah. If Trent took his pants off, my boner would fill the space like water.
John.
It would just all corners of the room. It would fill it. We'd all be crushed to death.
John.
What?
Thank you, John.
You ruin everything beautiful. I don't know what I really do want though.
That was a fun game though.
It gave me some ideas.
Mm-hmm. So you know now that you don't want that.
Someone does have a hot dog. I wouldn't do it. I need something cool.
Yeah.
Mine has to be like cool and awesome and awesome.
Okay, let's start and build a cool one. I'll start with the first thing, right? Skateboard. The character is riding a skateboard.
All I can think is a hot dog riding a skateboard now.
That's cool. We took the sunglasses off the butterfly. We put them
them
on
on
the
the
hot
hot
dog.
dog.
He's doing double middle fingers, right? And
He's wearing Doc Martens.
he's wearing Doc Martens.
Yeah.
He's not a traditional skater.
No.
He does it for the aesthetic.
No, yeah. He
Yeah.
does it for transportation.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he gets around.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
not doing it to show off or have fun.
No, this is because he can't afford a car.
He's a barista.
Yeah, some people's car is a skateboard.
He's a hot dog barista.
He's got a cup of coffee in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's saying, for Cigi? For
Yeah.
Cigi?
But in this world, that's not my name.
For Sig?
That's my name. This world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this sounds like the one that's going on in your body.
Yeah. I think the one that's going on my body is probably Sonic the Hedgehog smoking a big ass blunt, and it says like Chronic the Hemp Hog or something.
Who chases Sonic around?
Dr. Robotnik.
What does he look like?
He's a fat little guy
All right.
with red hair.
I didn't know what it meant, but somebody commented something mean on one of my videos.
Do you need me to kill them?
I just delete it, and I'm just like, you don't exist.
What you should do is screenshot it and send it to me, and I'll add it to a list.
Add it to the list of people to kill.
Well, no, not the list of people to kill. List of people that, like, when I'm bored in a few months, I'll
Yeah.
make a burner and then just harass them.
I'm just like, this conversation is not even interesting anymore. But it's
Yeah. I got his name right? Robotnik? Yeah.
that is what they said. They said, I'm so glad you found stand-up comedy instead of chasing Sonic and his friends around.
I mean, that's good. That's really mean.
It's really mean.
That's like when you said
Creative,
when I was
though.
like, if somebody hits me with Honey Boo Boo off jump, I don't want to hear what else they got, because what else they got is chasing Sonic around.
I didn't even look it up. I said, I know this
I
is going to
sense
hurt my
that this
feelings.
is not nice.
But it's even like Blair, who's like been around forever, is so like classically hot, whatever. The other day posted like she only has followers, doesn't follow anyone, and did this whole big post about like, why are people's comments so mean? And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are they saying to her?
Yeah. I mean, people online are brutal. You know who gets it the worst? Who gets bullied the hardest online?
Who?
Tommy Simmermakers.
Oh, I was reading his this morning.
His comments section is so funny. It's
He's-
so mean. Like, it's crazy.
But here's the thing about Tom, it's like
He can handle
mostly
it.
his glasses, and I can
Yeah.
handle it too. Fuck you, but
Yeah.
like, it's mostly his glasses and stuff, which I'm like,
100%.
okay, wear different glasses.
Yeah. Well, it's just his prescription is really strong.
Yeah, but I think there could be different. But he doesn't always have his glasses on, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that people on TikTok are so mean to him. And it's sorry, Tom. It does make me laugh.
But I think Tom has like. I think Tom finds it funny too.
I mean, he reposts them. Obviously,
Right.
he understands that it is funny a lot of the
Right.
times.
I feel like I want to be like, oh, if it wasn't about my body, I wouldn't care. I'd laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But then every female comic ever is like, it's this and it hurts my feelings. So I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be something then.
I think the trick is you just can't let them know what actually it is that hurts your feelings, because then they latch onto it and they abuse you for that.
Well, I've never been like, don't talk about my body, it hurts my feelings.
Yeah. No. I know. I was just saying to other.
Don't-
Yeah.
oh,
You
like-
can never indicate what it is that actually bothers you.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, that's what they're gonna do then.
I have this friend from Nashville. She lives here now. She's Lala Kent's assistant. Probably something different now.
I
Like
have no idea who that is.
Vanderpump.
Okay.
And then does a podcast with her, whatever. And I think my friend, her name is Jess, she's like so beautiful and cool and fun. I say friend loosely. We follow each other. We did an acting class together. Her voice is like higher pitched, and she's like a cute blonde girl. And people say literally the like craziest stuff about her voice that is like so mean, like she should die. Like,
Oh my god.
like, and she'll repost the comments. Like, she makes it really funny, and people like try to comfort her, and she's like, I don't need to be comforted. Like, I don't care what these
Truly.
jack-offs say. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. If I was like getting pretty famous and was like America's standards of what beautiful is, and their issue was my voice, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
Yeah.
My voice, okay, eat my ass. I don't care.
What I would do, if because it's gonna happen, people are gonna be mean to me at some point. I'm gonna change my voice completely, like Austin Butler, As soon as somebody's like, he sounds stupid, I'll be like, oh yeah, little mama. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a little mama. Hey.
I'm sorry. One of the most fascinating things to me is Austin Butler getting stuck in Elvis' voice.
So funny.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. He's got the same thing that Connor from Love on the Spectrum got.
I want one of my friends to fall into a trap of like a different voice or whatever they get so stuck doing.
Dude, watching Caleb and Brittany Broski, I was like, oh, you guys are both stuck doing Southern voices right
Yeah.
now.
If I talk to someone who's Southern at all, it's just like,
Yeah.
like I see how it happened with Caleb and Brittany because
I mean, it happens so fast. It's
Yeah.
just like, it's hard to fight it.
it's also then everything's funnier.
It is funnier.
When I'm my most authentic Southern,
Yeah.
I think everything's a little funnier.
Oh, I have one more thing that I would like to talk about, if that's cool, before we move on to words to live by.
All right, hit it.
Me and Jude, we went to Joshua Tree last week. And I had a lovely time, got to see the beautiful landscapes with my mom. It was very fun. We do a lot of cool like road trip stuff together. But the number one thing that I was looking forward to was seeing the stars. Because I've always lived either in the city or my suburb was a little too close to the city. We still had like light pollution stuff.
Yeah.
So I've only ever seen the stars like unfiltered once in my life. I went to upstate New York on a hockey trip, and I remember I smoked weed outside with my buddy, and
Did you like being the mascot?
I wasn't the mascot. I was the manager. I was the water boy.
Oh, you really were on the team?
No, I wasn't. I was the water boy.
Damn,
I had
thought
too
I
many
should've-
concussions. I've had like 6 concussions, so I couldn't play anymore.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah, but I still wanted to leave school early, so I was like, manager it is. So I'm smoking weed with my buddy. I'm looking up at the stars, and then it hits me that I've eaten like 45 Reese's cups, and I just start throwing up. And then it starts snowing, so like my window of being able to see the stars is closed, and that's the only time in my life I've ever actually like seen the stars. So I was really looking forward to going to Joshua Tree and not having any light pollution and getting one-on-one time
With the stars.
with the cosmos. You
Yeah.
know? I recently, me and Mecky went to Vermont, and I was gonna get to see the stars there.
For stick season.
For stick season.
Yeah.
Love it, but it's the season of the sticks.
Yeah.
Called your mom, she forgot that I exist.
Yeah.
So me and Mecky in Vermont, overcast the whole time. I don't get to see any fucking stars. Nothing the whole time. Go to Joshua Tree. When me and my mom decide we're gonna go, it's supposed to be beautiful the whole time we're there. We get there, raining the whole time. Still don't get to see the cosmos.
Dang.
So the conclusion that I've come to is the universe fears me. They know that if I get one-on-one with the mysteries of the cosmos, if I get to look down the barrel of infinity, I'm the kind of guy who's going to figure it out.
I'm
The
the kind of
mystery-
guy who likes to run.
The mystery is over. You get me out there, I'm going to go, I get it. So every opportunity, they just block it. There was one time in high school where I stayed up all night. It was the last night before my freshman year of high school. And I went to my buddy's place, and there was supposed to be a meteor shower that night. And I stayed up all night looking at the stars. Everybody else went to sleep just looking at the sky. And the next morning, I realized that it was completely overcast the whole night. And that's why I didn't get to see anything.
Remind me, I want to see the Northern Lights really bad, and I
Don't
will
take
not
me.
be taking you on that trip. Sorry, brother, you're out of that one.
Yeah.
Want to hear something sad?
Sadder than you've never seen the stars? That's fucking tragic.
Yeah, I grew up in Kentucky where we could see them pretty abundantly.
That's
so
sick.
I'll take you there.
You're conversating with ancestors like Simba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simba. Cigi.
Well, this most recent full moon is about soulmates and love and all of that.
Whoa.
And I got a notification from one of my apps that was like CoStar or whatever. That was like your time, like your soulmate is.
That's cool.
Yeah, like it's time.
That's cool.
So I wrote down this big list of everything I wanted. I did like a thank you universe, blah, blah, blah. And did it all in the tense of like, I have this, like everything they say to do.
Mm-hmm.
Went outside, showed my boobs to the moon, burned the paper like you're supposed to, let it free. I did it the night before the full moon.
Oof. Oof.
Right? Can you look up when the full moon was? I did it Sunday night, and I think the full moon was actually Monday.
Well, whatever Trent gives us right now, we'll take with a grain of salt because he's doing very, very brief research. We need a true wizard or a warlock or a witch
Yeah.
to reach out, some kind of sorcerer to say, hey, Cigi, you goofed, or don't even worry about it, you know?
Yeah.
Monday night.
Damn it.
Damn.
What happens if you manifest your soulmate the night before?
Actually, CG, it says the next full moon will be on Monday, March 25th at 3 a.m. So if you did it Sunday night, I think you're good.
I think you're good.
No, because I did it before 3 a.m.
Right, but
it'd be that same moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay. Well, y'all, I'm about to be booed up.
Ain't nothing but a boo thing.
Boot up. Wait, I had one more thing to say.
Hit me with it.
I forgot.
Don't hit me with it.
I'm not gonna be.
Save it.
Y'all like my nails? I got them done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
What's that color called? Pink or orange?
Summer.
It's called summer?
It's called summertime.
Okay.
No, I thought it was in the pinky family.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all.
All right, cool. Should we do words to live by?
Mm-hmm. We didn't, CG, last week yours were, would you believe in what you believed in if you were the only one who believed in it? We didn't get an answer from you yet. If you lived by that.
Gross.
No, I'm not contagious. I went to the doctor.
No, I'm
They
saying
tested me for everything.
the breathy noise. Don't do that.
Some people are really into ASMR. I think yes. Last week I was really in my feelings. Then I was driving somewhere and had so much clarity that came from like God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. That was just, it was like, it felt like divine and direct.
Mm.
And I think that when I tell people about that, I always am like, well, what do they think? Is that real? But it was so real to me that I'm like, this had to be a message from whatever divine speaks to me.
That's awesome.
So I think, yes, even if I was the only one to believe it, and I think I practiced it, and I told a couple friends about it after, and I don't know if that matters, but I don't know if they believe that same thing or not, but it was like still fun to like talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Lived by them. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Cigi's talking to the Lord.
Well, then you won't.
Cigi saw this burning bush, and it was like, you got to do the
By
podcast.
the way, there are 10 new commandments coming very soon.
Cigi's about to come down from on high. You're like, these are the new rules. You must be nice to Cigi.
They're all just things that I want.
Yeah.
Keep CG's fridge full of Dr. Pep.
Right.
You must play pickleball when she wants to. I don't know. God gave me these rules.
These are commandments. They're not suggestions, okay? You got to play pickleball
These
with
come
me.
from the Most High.
Yes. Hallelujah. Did your priest have a flow? Did he have his own
Catholic.
flow? Oh. What are you?
We Methodist.
Okay.
You never heard of Methodist?
Did he freestyle though? Did he go up there through him, with him and him, in the unity of the Holy Spirit?
No, we were kind of more like, our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven
and
above.
earth he reigns is an awesome
God. Our God is an awesome God.
Yeah.
Let's go. Our God.
Yeah. Did you have, we went down to the river to
pray,
pray, studying
and
about them good old days.
And another one, hang on. I went down to the river to pray. Oh, another one, there's one about, there's a really good one that I still like to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to find it. I'll sing it for y'all next week.
Please. Once Cigi's back at full strength, we'll get a little medley out of her.
Yeah, I got something about, like, meeting Jesus where he, like, I'll find it.
I like it.
It'll come.
I like it. Do you have words for me this week?
Yeah.
Hit them.
What are yours?
Let me read them to you real quick.
Okay.
Myths are public dreams. Dreams are public or private myths. Myths are public dreams. Dreams are private myths. That's from Joseph Campbell.
Oh.
The dude who invented the hero's journey, okay? Ever heard of it?
Mine is All serious daring starts from within.
Ooh, all serious daring starts from within. I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Well, this has been Pennsyltucky.
Thank you. Episode 11.
10.